the final virtual public trim compliance hearing on the proposed 2020-2021 taxes and budget for the Board of Commissioners for the Greater Boca Raton Beach and Park District is now called to order. It is Thursday, September 17th, 2020. The time is 6:01 p.m. Joanne, would you please do a roll call?
Sure. Commissioner Ernst?
Here.
Commissioner Engel?
Here.
Commissioner Rollins?
Here.
Commissioner Vogelsang?
Here.
And Commissioner Wright?
Here.
Thank you.
Thank you. At this time, our Executive Director, Breanne Harms, will do the budget summary, which is found on page 3 of your agenda packet.
Okay, and I'm unmuted. Great. Okay, the proposed operating budget expenditures of the Greater Boca Raton Beach and Park District are 19.3% more than last year's total operating expenditures. The millage is the rollback rate of 0.8818. Cash balance brought forward is $14,018,900. Current ad valorem taxes $25,798,100. Delinquent ad valorem taxes $20,000. Other revenues include interest of $200,000, charges for park fees and services of $1,400,000, special interest activities $2,100,000. School district cooperative funding is $20,000. Resources forward is $881,000, and other is $1,000. Total revenues and other financing sources is $30,420,100 for a total estimated revenues and balances of $44,439,000. Expenditures and expenses include park operation, the City of Boca Raton operation and maintenance, $16,830,000. Special interest activities, $1,946,200. Red Reef Golf and Meisner Bark, which is the dog park, is $370,000. We have recreation, technical, and supervisory for $928,000. General fund administration for $760,800. City capital projects for $6,150,100. Florida Atlantic University fields rental $345,000. District capital expenses include the golf course design, construction, and the reserve fund for operations, $5,250,000. District capital projects, $480,000. Ocean Strain project for $227,000, and the beach renourishment sinking fund for $300,000. Debt services, which is the payback for the golf course land, is $1,614,000. Other expenses include general government, $1,950,000. Boca Raton Redevelopment Agency, $1,415,600. The total expenditures and expenses is $38,566,900. Reserves of our fund balance include the beach renourishment sinking fund for $2,022,300, golf course operating reserve of $250,000, an operating reserve of $2 million, and a capital projects reserve of $1,599,800. Our appropriated expenditures and reserves is $44,439,000.
Breanne, could I clarify on the Red Reef and the dog park? It is $370,200 just for the record. And on the percentage, I have two different ones, one was 18.7% and then you said 19.
It's 19.3%. There was a revised agenda packet that Joanne sent out.
Okay, it might have gone to my other email, so I didn't. Okay, so good. Now it is now time for public comments and questions, and we do have one email and possibly calls. So Breanne, would you handle that for us, please?
Yes, I have one email that came in. This is from Scott Conwell, who is a resident at Boca Chica. The right time to rethink and replace the outdated and expensive Boca National Golf Course plan and broader, much more cheaper array of recreation options. In this time of coronavirus and the livelihood and recreational adjustments that our residents have undergone reflecting the new normal, it is also time to rethink the Boca National Golf Course plan costing $20 million plus to be installed in the Boca Chica area. Further, the offering of the Boca Country Club course by Boca Raton Resort for $0 gives a cost-effective alternative for public golf in the area if truly needed. Certainly spending $20 million plus yearly financial commitments to build a Boca National course while removing the 200 acres in Boca Chica from other public use would be a historically bad decision. Just in Palm Beach County, we have 112 golf courses, including PGA courses and other nationally famous courses, yet there is a bleak future market for golf, which has suffered a 35% decline between the ages of 18 and 30, the millennial and future generations, while regular golfers of all ages have fallen by 10 million, 30% in the last 2 decades, and 800 golf courses have closed within the last decade. Given this market, what purpose is there in investing such large sums? Many have said that a large tax increase would be required for Palm Beach County's 113th golf course, and a mediocre one with an uncertain clubhouse at that. It has recently been stated that the city cannot even run their own golf course at a profit or even break out even, and the city should, as Mayor Haney said several years ago, never be in the golf business. Importantly, a golf course is entirely the wrong use for 200 prime acres in Boca. As yet, another golf course, this huge acreage, will be reserved solely for the relatively few golfers and their golf carts who will be on the course at any one time. All others will be kicked off. Yes, that very likely means you, your family, and all the various groups who would love to use the prime property. In fact, this is precisely what occurred before in Boca Chica, in this very land. When runners and walkers wanted to use the trails, they were told to leave upon pain of criminal trespassing. That isn't the Boca way. This isn't what our residents need or want. Some have argued that the golf train is headed down the tracks, that residents through their representatives wanted this new golf course, but residents were never given any choice at all. Any previous support by our residents, not outsiders, was a vote against development that threatened with the closure of the original Boca Chica course. That should be a pretty big indicator not to invest $20 million right there. Today, certain leaders continue to use the same scare tactics to continue to maintain support, but as recently stated, B&PD can't sell, lease, convey, or give away any property they own to anyone. So Boca National, the proposed use and the name for the Boca Chica property, will always be green. This is the right time to change course. It's a different environment. There are viable alternatives. If public golf is truly needed or desired, it is never too late not to spend $20 million of taxpayer funds on this mistake. Are there alternatives, even good alternatives for recreation replacement? Yes, this opportunity to attract a variety of recreational athletes serve a much broader variety of people and families and return some of the area to the environment. On the east parcel site, roughly 70 acres next to the railroad tracks, include a large variety of amenities, as in the Davie Pine Island Park, Bamford Sports Complex, outdoor rinks, soccer, box, lacrosse, and inline hockey, sand volleyball, sports fields, picnic, and barbecue areas. Our fields are full, and there are no other future locations for such uses in the Boca area. Adults of all ages, children and families, all enjoy these outdoor amenities. On the west side of the 2nd Avenue, roughly 140 acres for the north of the south sites, incorporate rural activities in a rural environment in the heart. Oh, I lost my place. In the heart of Boca City. This could be our recreational central park. A large portion would be returned to an interesting and natural environmental state. Integrated on the west side could be such activities as mountain biking course, unpaved running trails, and in the wild, hiking, nature trails, etc. These activities are at least served by the current recreation menu and would be the biggest and most notable expansion of services offered to our residents, in addition to placing us on the map for offering recreation activities that are offered by fewer cities and creating a central park type setting. These amenities can be used for renowned select tournaments and competitions. Let us rethink now, give residents access to these 200 acres rather than excluding them, offer a broader range of recreational activities, serve a larger number and interest of our residents, and decrease overall budgetary costs. Scott Conwell, resident of Boca Chica, Boca City.
Thank you, Brianne. Are there any calls?
Are there any hands up? Nobody has their hand up.
Okay. At this time, public comments and questions are now closed. Mr. Horowitz, would you read resolution number 2020-07 to adopt final millage rate for 2020-2021 on page 4?
Thank you, Madam Chair, Commissioners. Good evening. And for the record, we're here tonight for the second and final hearing on the millage and the budget pursuant to Chapter 200 of the Florida statutes. As our Executive Director indicated, the proposed final operating millage rate is 0.8818 mils, which is in fact the rollback rate. So pursuant to Florida statutes, there are no increases of taxes as being proposed. The resolution is a resolution of the Greater Boca Raton Beach and Park District of Palm Beach County, Florida, adopting the final levying of ad valorem taxes for the Greater Boca Raton Beach and Park District of Palm Beach County for fiscal year 2020-21. It says 1920 in the agenda packet. That should be 2021.
Where does it say 1920?
In the title, it says 1920. That should be 2021. We'll correct that in the final resolution. Thank you, Madam Chair. The item's on the floor before the commission.
Do I have a motion to adopt?
So moved.
Second.
Craig, was that you first?
It doesn't matter. Either Steve or I, it doesn't matter.
Okay, well, Joanne, just for the record, Mr. Engel made the motion and Mr. Ernst seconded. Is
Okay,
there any
thank you.
discussion?
No, I think it was Bob Rollins made the motion.
Oh, sorry. I
Come on,
Bob,
come
is that
on.
you?
now. Doesn't matter.
Joanne, what are you reflecting as the motion and the second?
I have Commissioner Rollins as the first and Commissioner Ernst as the second.
Okay, that sounds good. Just as long as we're all on the same page. Is there any other discussion? Joanne, would you do a roll call vote for resolution number 2020-07, please?
Madam Chair, if I may, just to be on the safe side, if we could just see, I know there are no emails that have been submitted, whether anybody wants to speak specifically on the millage. I don't know if anybody's raised their hand for that purpose.
Brianne is saying no.
No? Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Jacob. Okay,
Let's go to
Joanne,
roll call. Commissioner Ernst,
Yes.
Commissioner Engel,
Yes.
Commissioner Rollins,
Yes.
Commissioner Vogelsang,
yes.
and Commissioner Wright.
You're muted, Commissioner Wright.
Yes.
Thank you.
Motion passes. Thank you.
Thank you, Joanne. Mr. Horowitz, resolution number 2020-08 to adopt the final budget for 2020-2021 on page 5 of the agenda packet.
Thank you, Madam Chair. The item is a resolution of the Greater Boca Raton Beach and Park District of Palm Beach County, Florida, adopting the final budget for the fiscal year 2020-2021. We'll correct the title and providing for an effective date.
Do I have a motion?
So moved.
Thank you, Steve. And a second, please?
Second.
Okay, thank you.
I'm sorry, who is that? Second?
Craig.
Craig? Okay, thank you.
Commissioner, is there any discussion? Joanne, would you do a roll call vote, please?
If I may, just to overbear one more time, if we could just confirm that nobody is in line or in the queue to speak on the budget.
Brianne?
You're muted.
I see no hands raised.
Thank you. Again, thank you for the confirmation.
Thank you. Okay, Joanne?
Commissioner Ernst,
Yes.
Commissioner Engel,
Yes.
Commissioner Rollins,
Yes.
Commissioner Vogelsang,
Yes.
and Commissioner Wright.
Yes.
Thank you. Motion passes.
Perfect. Thank you. Okay, at this time, no one has questioned the millage rate or the budget, and I would like a motion to adjourn, please.
So moved.
And a second.
Second.
Thank you. Joanne, roll call vote, please.
Commissioner Ernst,
Bless you.
Thank you, Commissioner.
Yes. Aaron was out of turn for the record.
Commissioner Engel,
Yes.
Commissioner Rollins,
Yes.
Commissioner Vogelsang,
Yes.
and Commissioner Wright.
Yes.
Motion
Okay, meeting is adjourned. Thank you, everyone. Stay safe, and we'll see you Monday.
Have a good evening, everybody.
Bye.
Everybody.